Okay, so it seems like we have some pretty fresh VTuber news, and this is coming from Nijisanji EN. Now, they've actually announced the, graduation of a VTuber in their agency, which is Kotoka Torahime. I'm sorry if I completely butchered that name. Again, I don't really watch very many Nijisanji livers, but essentially they say, we regret to inform you that Nijisanji EN liver Kotoka Torahime will graduate on the 28th of May, 2025 JST. They thank you for your understanding and continuous support of Nijisanji and Nijisanji EN. So that is going to be in about a week's time. So again, obviously a lot of people are very sad whenever this kind of stuff happens. I don't know, what the kind of reasons are, and we will go into that in this video as to why, she actually graduated. But essentially they're saying, the graduation of EN Live Kotaka Torahime. So thank you for your continued support of Nijisanji and Nijisanji EN. We regret to inform you that EN Live Kotaka Torahime graduated on the 28th. Kotaka Torahime debuted in December 2022 as part of the X-Soul through speaking fluently in Japanese and English in the majority of her streams. Kotaka contributed immensely to uniting fans around the world. Her viewers were always in for a treat whenever she showcased her extraordinary cooking skills or her breathtaking singing talent. So again, she does, and I even saw in her graduation stream itself, she does have like a very she's very talented at like switching up languages, which I think is a great kind of thing to have as a VTuber. Now, obviously, they say we sincerely appreciate and thank Kotoka Torahime for all of her contributions as a Nijisanji EN liver, and we wish her the best on her next journey. She will be dearly missed. To our fans and everyone involved, we sincerely thank you all for all the love you've shown, Kotaka, and we hope you'll keep supporting X-Soul and Nijisanji EN. After the 28th of May 2025 JST, Kotaka Torahime will cease all of her live activities. For future details regarding her graduation, please refer to the paragraph below. So the graduation stream will be on the 28th of May, and obviously social media accounts will be public until the 28th of May, meaning that they're going down as soon as, her graduation ends, as soon as her time as a VTuber ends, which is kind of surprising. Obviously, sometimes they leave them up for a little bit. This is actually as per Kotaka's request. All content on our YouTube channel, except for full music covers, will be made private. And then, fan letters will be accepted for a month time. So, again, they say, we can kindly ask you for your continued support, Nijisanji. Now, obviously, Nijisanji have been in a lot of drama over the past couple of months, if not years by now. It's not been a good time for them, I'm going to be honest. And I feel like it's not going to get any better for them. But obviously, I feel like a lot of people are now jumping ship whenever it comes to Nijisanji and just trying to get out as soon as possible. And Kotaka might be one of those, because if on this post here on r/virtual YouTubers, they also talk about it as well, because obviously she pretty much put up a tweet saying that, she's got something to announce. And I mean, I think we all know at this point, an image like this, they're graduating. I mean, that's pretty much a guaranteed they are graduating type thing. And obviously, a lot of people saw this 2 million views, and this was literally a couple of hours ago. So people are not happy at all. People are saying it's totally a 3D announcement, and they were totally wrong. So again, it seems like a very common thing to add like kind of art like this now every time there is a graduation. But essentially, they're saying down here that there was a reason for it. It said, yep, it's a graduation on the 28th, 6 days from now. Quite saddening. Quite sudden, sorry. Reasons are the goals she set for herself are not achievable in Nijisanji. So again, that is what she kind of explained in the live stream itself. It's the fact that she wasn't able to do a lot of the stuff that she wanted to achieve in Nijisanji, and that's why she's leaving, which obviously makes me think that in the future we're probably going to see her going on to being a kind of indie, I guess, or maybe even join a different agency. I feel like indie's probably going to be more the route for her, due to the fact that she said she wasn't able to achieve things. And I think as an indie, you have way more freedom and, to do whatever you want and achieve whatever you want to achieve. Now, I don't know exactly what she wants to achieve and what the kind of goals she set out for herself were, but obviously it's not doable within Nijisanji. So I think that is a pretty valid reason to leave. We've seen a lot of other people do that as well. For example, Gura recently left Hololive due to the fact that, they fell out with management and they didn't, they wanted to go on to do better things, but they just couldn't. And now they're planning on a pretty cool comeback, which, looks amazing. And I think that, a lot of YouTubers are now kind of realizing how profitable and how much easier it is to become an indie VTuber, especially after you've made it in a company as well, because there's going to be a lot of people that follow you. And, I'm sure in a couple of weeks time, maybe like a month's time, we might see some kind of announcement from some random Twitter user or whatever saying, hey, here's Kotaka's new like indie VTuber, you know, account, whatever, because usually they do pop up and usually people do find them and go and support them. So it's not like you lose a lot of fans or anything like that necessarily, which, you know, obviously looks much more beneficial to the VTuber, because, you know, you're pretty much getting much more freedom, maybe a couple less viewers, but at the end of the day, you're free and you're still making a lot of money from it, and you're able just to do whatever you want, which I think is a much better way to go about it. And I feel like, you know, Kotaka obviously has a reason for this, and any other VTuber who does this kind of stuff has a reason for it, because I don't know, like me as a content creator, I'm very free to do whatever I want. If I wanted to go and make a video on like sheep tomorrow, then I could, but obviously I'm not going to, I'm not interested in sheep. But you get what I mean, you know, I can make a video about whatever the hell I want, and there's going to be no consequences apart from maybe low viewership. But now, you know, obviously with a lot of, you know, VTuber agencies and stuff like that, if I was a part of one of them, well, you know, it'd be a lot harder to kind of diversify your content, or just do something that you'd rather do, or like stick to some kind of schedule that you want to do, rather than listening to someone else and almost like working for a company, which I think is definitely favorable for a lot of VTubers now, especially considering the fact that the pay is so high for a lot of content creators as well, if you do actually end up making it. So yeah, I mean, that is pretty much all the news that we have on this situation. I mean, again, she did say she had a lot of stuff planned in the meantime, in the 6 days, sorry, that she has left. So again, I don't really know what that's going to be. Maybe it's another cover, obviously a couple of streams as well before she actually fully ends up leaving. But I'm sure it's going to be pretty sad. And obviously some people are pretty shocked by this news. People saying, yeah, I hope it's a normal announcement. But honestly, I don't think it is. People saying, please don't make this a graduation announcement. Praying is good news. I can't do this anymore. You're one of my faves in Nijisanji. Now let's wait a second. Please don't graduate. Again, I feel like a lot of people are very upset by this. But again, we will follow her wherever she goes in terms of indie VTubing, or even, you know, maybe she doesn't even go VTuber. Maybe she goes like full-time face cam. You never know. But no, it's probably going to be indie VTuber. I'm going to be honest. That's what the, you know, main route is for a lot of people. But yeah, people are not happy about this at all. And, you know, obviously people are sad that she is leaving. But hopefully it does mean that in the end and in the long run, she does get a better kind of career and has a little bit more freedom to kind of do stuff. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go up to GameSups, use my code KAZA, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. They've got a new JoJo's collaboration going on very, very soon, and also a free shipping event, which is on right now. So if you want to get yourself some free shipping on some gamer subs, and, you know, you don't like paying the extra money for shipping, then, you know, now is your chance to actually go ahead and get it, because again, yeah, they got a ton of really cool products over there. But yeah, use my code KAZA because you also get 10% off on top of that as well, which again will be really, really cool. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.